Hey there folks, it is me, RandomJosh, and I'm back again with another face mask Friday. Today we have a lovely little tutorial for you. So this is my Star Wars inspired makeup situation using some of the Colourpop Star Wars collection. So if you are enjoying this somewhat sultry, simple eye with a bit of craziness, of course, then definitely stay tuned to this video and find out more details. Alrighty there, so we're starting off by priming the skin here. So I'm just starting with my Maybelline Face Studio Prime Pore Minimizing Primer. I haven't used this in a very long time, and I just love the fact that it just really helps to erase some of those pores. And then just going all over with my Revolution Pro Protect Soft Focus Primer with SPF 50, always needed. Now for foundation, I'm going in with my Too Faced Born This Way foundation, just working that on a nice big old buffing brush, and just basically coating the face first and foremost, of course, like a paint, and then just slowly blending through. A little bit of a pain over, you know, facial hair and stubble, but make it work. You just go for it, and yeah, just trying to make sure I'm getting all those little crevices and places that often do not take well to make up. And then yeah, just taking a nice little beauty blender there, or a sponge, whatever you want, and just basically bouncing that across the skin just to try and blend it through a lot nicer. And it may in certain places take away some of the extra edge as well, and get away with some of that cakiness as well. So yeah, now just going in with the Too Faced Born This Way concealer, and just going into those high points and any like minimal blemishes and red marks that I have there, just to make sure they're nice and covered, so we have a gorgeous flawless base here. And then using the buffing brush again, just to basically bounce. This does take a while, as you can see. My arm started aching, but yeah, just making sure to use like bouncing motions rather than dragging motions. So now onto my CYO bronzing stick. Yeah, this is in the shade Fair Medium. Doesn't look very fair medium, I say this all the time, but it blends so gorgeously into the skin. So again, just using the buffing brush there, and for this I am doing a bit more of movement rather than bouncing, but I'm kind of swiping with the shadow, if that makes sense. So rather than swiping into the highlight, I'm swiping away from any highlight. And now just putting on some powder. So this is my Coty Air Spun powder, and just basically focusing mostly on those high points, but then obviously coating the entirety of the face just to make sure it all melts in. And this does take away a little bit of the colour. So yeah, going back in with some bronzer now. This is my CYO bronzer in medium. Love this. It's so nice, buildable, and yeah, again, just focusing on those cheeks and the nose there just a little bit, just to make it, you know, snatched. Now on to the Trixie Cosmetics Mod About You palette, and I'm taking that shade there, Plush Bunny. Did take a little bit too much, as you can probably tell, which is why I'm kind of just trying to work it around different areas of the face. So the cheeks, the real high points of the cheeks as well, and also just across the nose there. So now into the Star Wars palette from Colourpop, and I'm taking that shade there, Starfighter, and I'm just basically working that through the upper portion of my lid. So just kind of creating a light transitional colour, really working that through there, and then also just winging that out a little bit, as you can see there, just to give a little shadowed wing effect there. Nothing too crazy dramatic, it just adds a little bit of extra dimension to the eye and changes the shape ever so slightly. So now going in with the shade Alliance, which is a slightly deeper shade, same fluffy blending brush and just basically working that through the kind of crease and the pocket there of the eye, mainly focusing on the outer corner because I prefer my eye makeup to have a deeper outer corner just to really intensify that kind of shape again. So now in with the shade there, Star Destroyer. So this is basically just a black. I'm just taking a small little brush there, mainly focusing across not lower lash line, just the lash line there, but then also kind of taking that through again into the outer pocket. I'm kind of trying to blend that roughly. I believe, be going in with a blending brush here, there we go, just to really try and marry that shade through properly, just so it doesn't look as unintentionally crazy. So now on with a little bit of colour now. So we're starting this one eye with Outer Rim, which is this gorgeous kind of pinky, has a bit of purpley blue tinge as well, on one eye, and then on the other eye there we have Space Pirate, which is our kind of blue shade. So I did this to kind of emulate the Jedi versus the Sith or the First Order, whatever one you wish to look at. And now back in with Starfighter again, just on that fluffy blending brush again, and just really working that through the lower lash line, just to kind of marry those two areas together so it looks like a completed eye look rather than just a top. So now we're going in with a bit more detail work now. So this is where we're creating our lightsabers. So I've started with the shade here, Republic, which is a gorgeous kind of maroony shade, and I'm basically here just creating the rough line where I want the basically the Sith lightsaber to be. And now taking some white liner here. This is from L'Oreal, gorgeous white liner, and I'm just going down the center. And what I'm doing with this is it's just to basically create a bit of a light texture through it, so it kind of looks like it is shining. There is more to it, do not worry. But I'm just taking the shade there, Kessel Run, for the kind of handle, I guess, of the lightsaber. It's the main actual part of the lightsaber there. And just basically creating a little bit there, just to kind of, again, marry it all together. And now going in with this gorgeous shade here, Galactic Empire. And this is what we're using to actually give that white line a little bit more red colouring, but the white line still kind of shines through. And because this is also a metallic-y, glittery shade, it also adds that little extra bit of sparkle, which we love to see. Okay, now onto the Jedi lightsaber here. So I've gone with the shade Rebellion, and basically just doing the same thing, creating that rough kind of outer glow basically of the lightsaber. It's a bit weird doing it because I'm basically using this as a behind the Sith lightsaber there. This is a bit backwards, but and then again with the L'Oreal white liner there, so just basically trying to make sure that does connect properly where you'd imagine it to, and it does go ever so slightly into the red because naturally you'd imagine to see a little bit of it through it. And then again, Kessel Run, just to basically create our little handle of the lightsaber there, just making sure that is pretty good. Making it nice and thick, of course. And then going in with the shade there, Jedi Knight, which again, gorgeous, gorgeous blue shimmery shade. And just using that to kind of take away some of that intense whiteness and create a little bit of like a glistening of a lightsaber basically. But you can see there, you can still see the white shining through both the red and the blue. It just tones it down so it doesn't look pure white basically. So yeah, now just going back in with those two shades there, the Jedi Knight and Galactic Empire, and just using a flat brush there just to create tiny little details, so little spark marks that you would imagine when two lightsabers collide. These are really random and you do not have to do it. It's such a minute detail thing that I just wanted to kind of add on. Anywho, now onto brows. We're just doing the CYO brow and lash gel. Love this, my favourite. And now, of course, mascara, prepping those lashes down with the Bad Llama mascara from Be Perfect. And now time for lashes. These are Hustle from Indigo Rose. Gorgeous, gorgeous lashes. I don't think I've ever worn these before, which is, to be honest with you, incredibly shocking because they are absolutely stunning. You can see the struggle always, you know, I can never do lashes straight away. It takes a good few seconds to get them how I want them because I have weirdly shaped eyes, to be fair, so, you know, work. And then again with the mascara, just to kind of get those natural lashes purely blackened and basically married into the lashes there, the fake lashes. So now I'm just going in with this Jeffree Star lip pencil. Can't really remember the colour, I think it's like cherry something. It's just like a nice red colour, but it does come out a little bit pinky, but work, we love to see it anyway. And now the Star Wars Colourpop lipstick there. Again, I'm not gonna lie, the full name of it is not in my head right now, and I'm being terrible and filming this really quickly. And then finalising that off with the Colourpop Star Wars lip gloss as well. This is in, I believe, Imperial. Gorgeous kind of shimmer there. And now back in with the Mod About You palette, taking some of that Gleamsicle and yeah, just making those cheeks pop, honey. Look at that highlight. Oh, gorgeous. And now, of course, finishing off with some Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. Ooh la 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 la. Alrighty there folks, so that is today's tutorial sorted. I hope you did enjoy. I've really liked this. Again, it's kind of jumping back into a little bit of, you know, extra creativity that I don't normally tap into when I do makeup. So it's nice to kind of delve into that kind of side of things again. And I mean, overall, I absolutely adore this palette. Like, the palette, the lipstick, everything that I've done today, I'm actually really quite happy with. So, and listen, if your hand doesn't end up looking like this craziness because of how many times I'm having to change colour, what's life really? But yeah, no, thank you again so much for watching. If you did enjoy today's video, then make sure to head on down below, leave a little like, comment along, subscribe as well. It's always welcome to have you all along for the journey. If you are watching this, please also note that this is partially linking back to my new gaming channel where I've not long recently finished Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. So if you are loving a bit of Star Wars, a bit of craziness, then go check out that series. It's 9 episodes of interesting, fun, going through the Lego Star Wars journey, and it's just a blast. So make sure to go and check that out as well. And anyway, thank you again for watching, and I will see each and every one of you folks in the next video. Peace out, bitches.